Wow, they really don't want me to do this video. Tried a couple times, had to sign out of everything to be able to do this because if you didn't know, the devil energy is attached to all technology shit. So, anyways, ladies, this is for you. Well, any of my chosen ones, any of that kind of shit. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, my dreams weren't normal. They never were. So I've been used to being called crazy. I've been used to being told that the impossible that I don't see as impossible and other people see as impossible is impossible. I call bullshit. My whole life has been one big manifestation. My whole life has been everything I knew that was going to happen in advance kind of shit. This last 3 years, totally different story on that. But as a kid, all I ever wanted to do was to help women. I knew that I wanted, after I saw injustices in the world when I was hurt and everything else, I wanted to figure out a way to fix those worldwide. My prayers, my dreams, my goals have always been to help save the women. When I am what I have been manifesting, praying for, asking for guidance on how to do all of that shit for the last few years has been, how do I explain this? The 1%, for example. My prayers and everything is for all the truth to come to the surface of what they've been responsible of doing for lifetimes. All the people that they have hurt, killed, everything over money. I pray for all of that to come to light so that we can rip that foundation down and rebuild one, a new one, a healthy one. I pray for all of their money to be funneled out of their accounts into helping heal the women and children and people that they have broke because of their greed over lifetimes. I pray for churches and structures that have used power and greed and hidden knowledge that they keep power over, and burning witches like, me at the stake and all that kind of shit. I pray for all of that to come to light and justice to be given accordingly for people's karma. That's what I pray for. I pray for all the women in the world, like right now, even with sex trafficking, whether it's been raped, abused, whatever, told to stay in their place, told to not be too much, don't intimidate men, and this and that, all the things so that they could stay small. I prayed and have prayed and have worked on my healing because then I know it triggers the karma in all of those things. That's what I prayed for, so that women would wake up, be able to feel protected. They would be able to see who their abusers truly were and have each tribe be able to heal from that. Because I see this life, it's like a big game that we have trained for lifetimes. To be able to now awaken up to what our fingerprints were in every lifetime, in past lives, all of that, to see where we broke the system and how we can do different this lifetime and switch it up. So all of you empathic ladies, you know how we have that unconditional love thing that we've hated our whole fucking life. That unconditional forgiveness where we literally will keep forgiving our abusers and all that kind of stuff and love and forgive that shit. That is literally a weapon, girls. Literally a weapon. Let me explain this. Because in the karma wheel, as we are healing those pieces from past lives, this life, whatever, and we are figuring out our pieces of the dharma that are attached to karma, we're healing those pieces. Those people that we're usually praying for, wishing the best for, all of that, because, that cursed gift thing of unconditional love, they're usually jealous, envious, throwing nasty shit your way and attacking you. And you don't even know it because they're going to be nice to your face. The difference is, once you have fully healed from that shadow piece and that shadow shit, then it instigates their karma cycle starting. So if you notice people in your life that are falling away, there's a reason. Then, other piece of this is whatever is in 3D. So in front of you, also whatever is in your dream state, in your subconscious, when you're alone in your head. And let me explain what that means. That means for you to fully have shit start hitting karma and all that kind of stuff, and you be free of cycles, you have to have the same response in all of those states. So, for example, if you know and you have played out a conversation that you would have in front of somebody to their face, you know that. You know what you would say. But if a song comes on, is it going to trigger you? Or are you going to be like, fuck that shit, go to the next song? Are you going to cry? Whatever. Like, those are your levels that you can start telling if you have like healed that piece and actually like found your self-worth, what you deserve, and those kind of things, to know that in every single level of consciousness, you have the same boundary. That now means they're energetic throwbacks, evil eyes, whatever, black magic, all that shit. It can't get through because your boundary is there, and it will bounce back to them tenfold. So if you are having bad luck, if you are having shit that is not adding up for you, you are attached to someone that you shouldn't be. So work on your boundaries and get that right, because I know I had to like pay attention really closely to who those people were, because you can't invest. Let me go further into that. If it's, say, a company, all that kind of stuff, but like me, who and what I want to have justice given to, I can't invest in them. I can't give them my energy. I can't give them my time and attention. I can't do any of those things because it's got to be equal in all areas. So if it's a company, if it's a church, whatever, that I don't stand for, my words never change about it. My boundaries for it never change about it, because that is not allowed. Because your word is your bond. You have to make sure that you, with yourself, you don't lie to yourself. So you know what your ethics and values and all of that you stand for. Okay? So when we are standing for those things, it's kind of like Viking warrior women back in the day. It's Valhalla, like you have something it's worth fighting for till the death. It is your, no matter what. It doesn't change when you are in bed at night alone. It doesn't change when, there's the one bad evening. None of it changes. It is your boundary. So my boundary, and you'll learn, you can't have it attached. It's with detachment. My boundary, if I want to help heal the women, I start asking Spirit to take any man in my life that is hurting women or part of the perpetual problem in this lifetime, that from past lifetimes, they all end up back in your life every year, every lifetime. So that's when you say, Spirit, protect me, separate me, let me see the truth in the matter of who has been a part of the problem for hurting women, for this and that, because my boundary, I don't support hurting women at all. I don't care if it's my brother. I don't care if it's a boss. I don't care if it's a husband. I chose my purpose, my passion, and my boundaries over my 17-year marriage. And no person after that will get me to stop or choose anything different other than myself and what I believe in. Period. So ladies, what are you teaching your girls? What are you teaching your kids? What is worth fighting for, standing up for, and not giving a flying fuck what someone says to you and their opinion? Because I'm sorry, their opinion is none of my damn business. Nope. None of my damn business. Because the only reason somebody would have an opinion about me saying I don't approve of people hurting women, period, I don't care who you are, and I will stand up and against you if you are a cause of that. Only reason they would have an issue is their demons start getting irritated with that, because that means in some way, shape, or form, I'm calling them out. Calling them out. And that's none of my damn business. My words don't change. My ethics, values, limits, boundaries don't change. So as I start watching people that are not able to get into my life and my space, I start paying attention. Because I know this reality that we live in, there's 13 tribes. That means there are 13 couples, divine couples, that in some way, shape, or form, knowingly or unknowingly, have manifested this reality. Guaranteed, only a few of those tribes, I think 3, only a few of those tribes actually benefit money-wise in that shady fuckery. That's starting to be my theory. So, I don't get to be attached, because this lifetime, every person that has done shady fuckery in this lifetime or past lifetimes, all of those people, all of our ancestors from all the tribes, all of that are haunting them now in free reign. Their shadows are coming for them. And if they aren't taking accountability for those shadows, those are not fun demons to play with. So, in saying that, I have that, boundary, help women, blah, 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 all that shit. My daughter is so mad at me right now because a boy that I warned, because I have to warn, I always give them warning of exactly what will happen and all that before. And I never even know why I'm doing it. No clue. Because he decided to try and flip it around on her and be, a stupid douchebag. All that shit. Which, ladies, if this happens, you have those ones that it's like codependency love. They lie to you, they hurt you, they this, they that, whatever. And for some reason, you feel like you want to help them, give them a second chance, you forgive them. It's that whole unconditional love shit. Until finally you remember who you are and all that shit. Once you cut out the narcissist, then you're too difficult, you're a liar, this and that, you're a whore, whatever the things that they start calling and flipping around because they can't take accountability. Yeah. So when that happened, Mama's a petty bitch. When it's Mama Bear, not to mention no exceptions to the rule. So, sorry, daughter, I don't give you or anybody that's in your life a pass because I'm not allowed to give a pass to anybody. Not even to myself. I hold myself to the same freaking standard I hold everyone else to. Sent boy videos today. Might have mentioned that, all of my ancestors and everything else now, all of that where I said people that fuck us over, like I wouldn't wish to be them, that's you now for the next year. And anytime a lie comes out of your mouth with her name in it involved, your dick ain't gonna work. And shit like that. Mom can be a petty bitch. But if boys want to talk shit and spread lies and rumors, I'm sorry if your dick's not gonna work anymore. Sorry, not sorry. Stop talking shit. Stop talking shit about a girl that was willing to bend over backwards to make sure you were okay. And that goes for every woman. Any man that is willing to go and talk shit and flip it around because his own ego and all of that shit, fuck that shit. I hope your dick doesn't work while you're lying. Sorry, not sorry. So, people want to test if they get a pass. They get the exception. You want to ask how many people in my life have wondered if they got the exception until they were cut the fuck off? Even my husband. I don't give exceptions. Period. My boundaries are my boundaries. My rules for myself are for the same for any other person in my space, or I call you out, or you're not in my space. Because you are either fixing the karma that you have hurt in this lifetime and past lifetimes to help fix the women and people that you have hurt, or you are perpetuating a problem, and I will not protect you. I will not stand next to you, and I will not call you a friend. Sorry. If you are using mind manipulation, because ladies, if you have had any of this kind of shit where you have, one, they try and mind manipulate you. Two, they anyways, it's spiritual warfare, ladies. Spiritual warfare. So their goal is to keep you tied to the one who we unconditionally love so much. But if they're doing shady fuckery shit that hurts women or hurts people, because you need to know what your ethics and values level is and what you're willing to stand for, they're not allowed to be in your space. They're not allowed to be in your life. They're not allowed to do shit jack nothing unless they are coming full circle to be accountable, to be truthful, and to start healing what they have broken in this lifetime and in every other lifetime before that. That is the only way. So, my daughter's a little fucking pissed because I sent videos. But like I told her, I was like, I'm sorry. Why don't you just say you can't control your mother? Pretty sure no one can in this world. So, about that. But make sure, ladies, and any of you chosen ones, that your boundaries are matching in all areas. That you know what you believe in all areas. Your manifestations, your dreams, your prayers, all of that, make them bigger, grandiose. What justice would you want to see come to the surface? What truth? How do you want the world to look? I want every person to be accountable for what they have caused so we can fix it. If every person, that's why I say it's the biggest test of unconditional love. And that's where I had to be too. Because each king, I used to protect kings. Now I'm only protecting the women and the queens, which is what I was born with until my stupid gift came in that anyways. So, what was I talking about? They do that on purpose. You get brain fog. When the devil energy is trying to get you, you'll get brain fog. You'll forget what you were doing. Your motivation will disappear. All of your energy, they'll try and suck it all out of you. You've got to be very aware of the music you were listening to. You've got to be very aware of what you're putting into your head, and be fully aware that all TV and all of that kind of stuff, they have it playing out to get your approval on the way they want it to be. So even people, the players in my game, they play it out on screen differently than I know it plays out. They move the characters around because they don't want certain ones to be in power. Like they would not want Lilith back in the, villain women era where we're at right now. They wanted Eve, the soft submissive type, not the bitch that's going to have boundaries attached. And I will break my own goddamn heart all day, every day, than ever break my ethics, values, and everything else. Period. I gave up my husband because of that. That is why I got a divorce. Saying, I don't care how much I love you. I love me more. Period. There is no buts, there is no ifs, there is no nothing that can change that. This lifetime, women, we were not meant to coddle their balls. Because let's think about this. My mercy level for men in this lifetime, because I have had it so much in past ones that I had to relive and remember, they have had no mercy or respect for us in any lifetime. Women are supposed to rise up because, we are freaking the dominant species. Let's be fucking honest here. Our intuition, we birth the dreams. We create fucking life. Yes. So they had like their balls shrink, you know, back in the day when all that was happening and this and that. So that is why, you know, they created churches and all these things to make a man in power and have us have to sit and be submissive, to be used, not even be able to own land until this century. But guess what? Wrong bitch. Wrong bitches. Wrong century. Because I will not leave this life until women are in power. I will not leave this life until the ones in power right now, holding us all down, are not there. I will not leave this life until their money is funneled into the places to heal what they have broke. I will not leave this life until every church that creates this segregation, and you know, produces pedophiles to the street and hides truth and all that, is done. I won't stop until we are back at a place where we were always supposed to be. We would always have had enough food to feed everybody. We would always have had enough of everything for everybody. Because that's how the universe works. Difference is we have a government that was created by a man narcissist, which is a man narcissist thing, where they dangle carrots for you all around. Try and tell you to be a good little student and a good little person and don't ever speak up. See, throat chakra closing up. Because they don't ever want you to rock the boat. They tried to make it complicated so that everybody would give up. Yep. Wrong bitch. This one, I grow through fucking concrete. I don't care. And now that all my boundaries are up, it's like rubber ball with them. Like, you want to throw black magic at me now? It just came back at your family now tenfold. You want to fuck with my finances? You want to fuck with me and my family and any of the girls that I'm protecting? Guess what's now hitting your bank account? You know that prayer that I've been saying? All that shit? Where shady fuckery with bad intentions tries to fuck with people with good intentions? Then the money funnels out of your bank account into ones to help the women heal and help what you're trying to perpetuate as bad. What are men going to learn? Because men or ladies, but I have found it's the men. Yeah. Because their egos can't handle it. And like I said, I'm not here to coddle anybody's balls this lifetime. Not my job description at all. Not at all. So, when they want me to be like soft and submissive, that only happens for a dominant, divine masculine. Because that is a man who's willing to own his shit, takes accountability, speaks truth, and is willing to fight for things that will change. He's willing to fight for his ethics and values and back his word. And if they're not willing to do that, they're not in the arena with me, and I don't give a flying fuck what comes out of their mouth. Because I have not come this far in this lifetime to lose what I have lost, to ever give up what I have dreamed about since I was a kid. So, I don't plan on stopping. I'm like karma incarnate. The attorney that people don't see coming, because what these lovely 3D muggles is what I want to call you, the ones that don't realize that we are living in a multi-dimensional universe. I say I'm going to go start a class action lawsuit. All I have to do is vocalize that, because I have to give a warning. Then it is spirit. I don't handle things face to face. Now it is all of spirit, all the angels, all of that, and ancestors. They go and collect all of the evidence, because you can't hide from your thoughts. You can't hide from your intentions. You can't hide from the evidence. You can't hide from the people you hurt. You can't hide from your lies. You can't hide from any of it. So spirit collects it as I'm healing my shadow. For then, justice, jury, executioner, all the shit, it's spirit that comes and deconstructs the people's lives that I call out with a warning. They're like waiting. That's what makes me laugh. They wait for like the class action lawsuit. When I said I was the attorney you don't see fucking coming and I don't play normal and I use everything in my toolbox, witchy bitch is in the toolbox. Spirit having my back and all the tribes and ancestors and every person that has ever died from their shady fuckery, backing me to help deconstruct their lives. That's what we're playing with, girls. So right now, I'm working on a tattoo or something, just so you're aware, that if any of you women that I'm not in contact with, because my word has always been, I will stand with you and figure out a way to help you. I'm trying to figure out a tattoo. And the Spirit's going to help me, whether it's a symbol or words. I'm going to put it on me and all my girls, but it's going to be pretty much a spell of saying that you are protected. You do not agree with mind manipulation. You do not agree with shady fuckery. And that anybody with those intentions coming at you, it will bounce back to them tenfold and you will be able to watch it. So that you knew who was really with you and who was against you. Yep. Because I know people right now that are trying to get to me and my space. They couldn't even call me on the phone right now if they tried. Spirit will not allow it. They can't get to me because my boundaries say that my basic needs are truth. Like they have to come with honesty. They have to already be working on fixing the problem that made me cut them out in the first place. Because I don't want you coming to me with words if you haven't done one fucking thing to fix it. If you have not taken any scary action, you're not in the arena with me, bitch, and I am not having a conversation and wasting my time and energy. So start working on the shit that you already broke, that got me upset, so that you can come with examples, not just words. Yep, because otherwise, my ancestors just keep deconstructing your life. And that doesn't matter if it is from Putin to the sex traffickers, the people who make freaking Roundup and are causing cancers, to the people who cause cancer and created it and make money off of that, to Big Pharma. They are all in my prayers. They are all in my manifestations. They are all in my witchy bitchness of I won't stop until it's done. And because I want to prove that one person cannot change the trajectory. If we all work together, could you even imagine? Because they want us to not remember who the fuck we are and how powerful we are. Wrong bitch though, because part of my gift is being able to like almost time travel, see all my past lives, see who's hurt me, be able to fix my cycle and heal from it, to break the cycle, knowing that that lovely gift of mine of the love-hate one, where we have like that unconditional love and forgiveness that we get mad that we always do, that is my power, because they can always come back around. But I'm not attached or in control of whatever choices and decisions they chose to make in their ego. That's not on me, that's on them. They chose to think they would have the exception. They chose to think I wasn't a witchy bitch, that I didn't have a bad side, that they chose to see my weakness as, my love is a weakness. I don't know. That's not on me. That's on them. I'm protected in my magical bubble. I don't care if my daughter hates me. Like, one day they might all understand that I don't give a flying fuck what someone else's opinion is and how it raises flags with their demons, because internally, even if they don't remember their past lives, internally, they know they did something wrong. They know that they did it out of greed. They know they should have chose different choices. That's not on me. The only thing that's on me is how I choose to show up. How I choose to show up is I will use everything in my arsenal always. I have certain ethics, boundaries, and standards that nobody gets a pass for. I choose to love unconditionally and be a place where I will plant seeds of growth. I will forgive. I have unconditional love, and I always want change, justice, and truth, no matter what. No exceptions, period. Because if you can become exactly what you stand for, you become a magnet. The universe will divine create with you. We've got to remember, we were taught to think small. So your prayers, your dreams, your goals are very selfish based. They're usually around your family, your friends, this, you, what you want, whatever. Start expanding that shit. See what happens. Because if we were all doing that, do you think they ever would have got away with what they've gotten away with? They wanted us to believe we were not powerful. They didn't want us to ever remember who the fuck we are. They never wanted us to remember or be able to see through their bullshit. That's not my problem. That was their hope and dream. I know what my hope and dreams are. So ladies, when I come up with that tattoo or whatever it is, I will post it for you. And I'm going to slowly keep posting more and more. It's been quiet for a little bit because I've had to deal with putting up some major boundaries, doing a lot of witchy bitchy stuff, protecting my energy, that kind of stuff. So, protect yourselves, ladies. The ones that make you question, feel it in your body. If you have any questions, doubts, anything, there is a hell yes and there are hell no's to people. Your body is telling you something, and it might not even be from this lifetime if it's an if you question it. There are certain people in my life where it's always been a hell yes, and there are certain people in this life that I knew I couldn't be attached to their shadow when it came for them, and I had to detach. Because people think that what you do in the dark doesn't come to the light. That is not true. That is why my lawsuits have nothing to do with 3D reality. My lawsuits, because I am like the King of Swords, for example, it's like the attorneys of the like justice system world. That is an attorney calling out for evidence, but I'm not asking humans to go collect it. I am asking all the ancestors and every person that has ever been injured, killed, death, all that. Those are the lawsuits I play with, so that karma, injustice can come full circle. Kind of like that thing that they show you where they talk about, I think it's Thoth, where it's the weighing of the hearts. Whose heart is light as a feather because they literally, their intentions were always pure. What were your intentions? Were you hiding from things for ego? Or were you willing to stand up and do what's right every single time? Those are the people I keep in my space. Anyone else? I don't get to choose who is part of the problem. I just ask the universe to fix the problem. And I heal myself. And all of a sudden I start seeing who are pieces to that problem, even if they are not aware of it. Because I always had to go and give a warning first. It sucks that they try and underestimate me. That is a wrong choice to make. I've watched it many times happen. It makes me laugh every time. Because I don't underestimate myself, even when they try and throw shadow shit at me. And every day, it gets better, and I remember more and more and more. Which is so scary for them. So ladies, rise up. Be a badass. Do not coddle a man's balls. We are here to eat their egos. And guess what? They've been protected for fucking lifetimes. Let's help straighten women's crowns so we can rise up. They can figure it the fuck out. Because literally, they're trying to sacrifice the women who've done all this work. If you go backwards, you're sacrificing your light. It's the sacrificial lamb, pretty much. You become the sacrificial lamb for the wrong side. So don't do that. Don't do that. Love you, ladies.